everybody, it's your friend Sarmate here, and we're back with another episode of Settlement Survival. I hope you're having a fantastic and amazing day today. In our last episode, we got quite a few things done. We got this area set up to process our mulberry leaves into silkworm cocoons, into silk, into luxury coats. We are also calling for feathers with our supply terminal right here, and we have them. They're here. And so we're just kind of waiting for those goods to get into our clothing factory to make some luxury coats. Pretty great. And our caravan arrived with our fruits. So we have apples going on over here now. And that's going to be for our jam. So this guy's looking for any kind of fruits. So we have it connected back here. It's kind of hard to see. But this is connected over here. And it'll come down and we'll be able to make some jams over here. So that's pretty cool, pretty exciting. And then over here, we were working on a couple of things as well. This is where our candy was happening, our sweets. So we had 4 sugar cane farms over here. So those are working now. And we have a sugar workshop making some sugar from those canes. We also have some water here, and then we have 3 candy workshops to make us lots and lots of candy. So that's pretty great. We got that happening. That's going to help our happiness. As you can see, it's okay. Our happiness is okay, but it could use a little bit more love. So hopefully that's what happens with those. So pretty great. In this episode, what I would like to do is come up over here. This is where we have quite a few critters, right? I would like to get into more processing. We have 3 tech points, moving along great with our tech points these days. I want to go into processing. I want to get canned foods, and then I want to go meat processing, and I also want to go into barbecue. So canned food is going to be taking some of those things that we got with salt and with some sugar and be making them into a refined food, into canned food. So we're going to go ahead and grab this. It says process vegetables and salt or fruit and sugar and baked meat or salted meat into vegetable cans or fruit cans or meat cans. We're going to go ahead and grab that. We're going to need a lot of steel for that, which I think we should have. So we got that. Let's go meat processing for the butcher. And then also we're going to go barbecue. So right up over in here, let's go ahead and grab our processor. There's the cannery and the butcher and the barbecue house. So we'll grab our butcher first. And I was hoping that this would fit in here. Looks like it's a little bit big. That's okay. We'll just go over on this side. And then let's go ahead and grab this guy. And yep, it's also a little bit big. So we'll go over here, rotate this guy around. And now we should be able to grab our road and bring it on over and tie it all in. There we go. Okay, so we got our barbecue house. We got our butcher. Let's see how long this takes to get built up. I'm thinking we may need another butcher because we have a butcher for the bison, alpaca, and then sheep. So we may need 3 butchers. So let's go ahead and plop a couple more of these guys down. I'm going to go up north here as far as we can. Get those laid out. And then we're going to go ahead and get a road across here like so. Pretty great. Yeah, like I said, let's get that built up. Get tons of warehouses over here. Let's just check to see what their stocks are looking like. Really not too bad. The couple over here could use a little bit of upgrading. So let's go ahead and do some of that. We have plenty of bricks so that we are absolutely able to do this. We'll go ahead and just go down the line and do some upgrading. And there we go. Pretty great. So while we wait for those, let's see what else we can get into here. It looks like our planks are max at 1,000. That's not enough. Let's go ahead and crank it up to 2. We will have a ship here very shortly. If it's not here yet, it's not. We'll keep our eyes peeled at that. It's on the way right here. So we'll grab that and check out to see what those guys have with them as well. It looks like our alcohols and snacks are still pretty far behind. We did make wineries before. We upgraded some distilleries. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that again over here. It looks like we have a couple of them. We'll get those upgraded and make sure that we get enough alcohols coming in. It looks like our ship has arrived. So let's go ahead and check out what they got. Rice cakes, jams, oil glass, manage, a couple other things. But alas, no blueprints for us. So we have to wait for that still. But what does this rice cake say? Food made from rice at the mill, which is called Nanyao in Chinese. Definitely pronouncing that wrong. Meaning life would be better over the next year. Interesting. 6 a piece. Got 1,500. We could probably buy some. Ooh, looks like we got some chilly people running around. And some thirsty and hungry ones. We have hungry people at 40,000 stocked up food. It's kind of wild. So these things are still getting processed. If I had some more room, I would probably put in a couple more of the pastures in here. Some more of those guys happening, but we can't quite do that. So let's go ahead and peek at our wonder and see where we're at. We are gotten hammers and we're almost done. We need about 800 more hammers on here. Then we will have this huge boon to our we'll have this huge boon to our research. It's going to be great. I've been going along, upgrading our mines as I see them, just like this one. Hitting that upgrade button, we're getting those infinite mines. We learned that in the last episode. pretty great. Pretty excited about that. We got 10 on there. What are you looking at? Nothing? Okay, let's go ahead and upgrade that one as well. Another little corn spot over here. Looks like supplying just a little bit of extra food. I just mentioned we were at 40,000 and now we're down to 35. So that's kind of interesting. I wonder what's going on there. A little box that I can't do anything with because we are still working on getting fishing nets. Need to have the fishing nets so you can catch those boxes. But we should have a handful of reeds. Oh, what is this? A curing workshop. Oh, well, you got to get some salty fish going on. Go ahead and get those guys in there. Let's see if we can get another fishing spot over here anywhere. It looks pretty tight. I'd be surprised if we find a spot where we can get it in. That's close. Not quite. So I guess we'll just have to deal with... Ooh, maybe on this side of the world, though. Ooh, not quite. All right, yeah, so that's not going to work over here, so unfortunately. But we have this guy close enough anyways to some fish. We'll be getting some fish for that. They can salt it and then preserve it. Fish right there. Super awesome. Okay, and another mine that needs to be upgraded. Let's go ahead and do that. How many lanterns we're looking at here? Ooh, getting kind of low. Steel's okay. Building kits are okay. Oh, building kits are really great. Lanterns are getting really low. Let's check on our lantern production. It's up over here. It looks like we are calling for 200 lanterns maximum. Let's bump that up to 5. And then we are going to need a little bit more of this oil stuff happening. So let's go to 1,000 on that guy. Masonry workshop. Let's go ahead and bump this up. We need a lot of those rocks. Go 1,000. We'll put some more workers in there. We got them to spare. Put them in there. We do have immigrants on the way, but I probably won't accept them. We're still well over 150 people, so we don't really need the immigrants at this moment. Maybe putting some more people back in these mines will change my mind, but we'll see. We'll go ahead and get some coal and get some iron going in. A little bit of balance action there, one of each. I think we can upgrade with my lanterns as well. We can, but we don't have enough. See, now we're down to 4 lanterns. So yeah, we could order some. We could order some lanterns for sure. Let's find our bazaar. Here it is. And let's visit our people. It looks like we are at level 5 with everybody except here. So let's go ahead and purchase a couple lanterns. We will get quite a few if we use this guy. Let's go with the regular old trade post and we'll get some lanterns. We're down to 4. We're gonna buy insurance. You know what? Let's use this one. We got it. Let's use it. And the reason why I changed my mind was because we should be able to sell a good amount of gems. Look at that. We have tons of them. So we could nearly go the 4,800. I'm gonna go 4,000 just to make it a little bit simpler here. And oops, I forgot to throw them onto the right there. Perfect. Here we go. They're on the caravan, and then what we want to purchase is some lanterns. So let's land, and let's go with 1 weight apiece. That's pretty good. Let's go with like 750 of them. That's a lot, I know, but we'll probably, you know what? 2,000. We will never have to buy lanterns again, probably. Let's go ahead and do that, I guess. We are producing some, but 2,000, that's a lot. We'll be set for quite a while, and I mean, we can do it. So like, let's do it, right? And anything else? I think we have some porcelain here that we could maybe sell 798. Let's go with like 500. And oh, whoops! I don't want to purchase that. I want to sell that. So we'll go like that. Let's go with that 500 again. Okay, selling those, pretty good. 136,000 money's on the way, and then we're gonna spend 81 of that for some lanterns. That's pretty good. And then we'll hopefully get the rep up. We'll see. But we have insurance checked. Let's go ahead and get it formed. Get those goods here. And let's go ahead and pop up here. I heard some things jingle jangling that were completed. So let's see. So our 3 butchers we have. Oh, I see. I forgot that this is a thing nowadays. So with the meat shop in here, we can just say yep, and yep, and yep, and then whatever's available, they will process. So and maybe I'll just take out that last one. That's a little excessive. So we'll go like that. We'll put our workers in here like so, and like so. Maybe we can put another barbecue house in. Let's see what this guy needs. So, smoked meats, that's going to be beef and domestic fuels. So, we don't have cows, but we do have bison. So, let's see. Slaughtering cows or cattle in pasture or corral. So, yeah, it's specifically cows or cattle. Let's see. Is there there's a meat shop. Okay, so the meat shop is going to be something good that these guys make here that we can process into other things. So, we could go ahead and do sausage, get some meat chops, get some domestic fuels, get some of those guys. We don't have any rats. That's probably a good thing. Buffalo jerky. Okay, so we do have buffalo meat. We could do that as well. We do have salt. We do have sugar. So interesting. So let's do this. Let's go with some sausage, and then we will copy this, and we'll make another one. Pop that about right there. and we'll make this guy make us sausages, and then let's go down with the buffalo jerky, and we'll make some of that out of our buffaloes. A merchant from the north, a caravan from the north passed by, and their drinks were running out. They wanted to exchange their goods for some spirits. Our hardwood tools are strong and durable, and you won't lose out in exchange for the same amount of spirits. 100 spirits. See, now that's almost half of our spirits. I think I'm gonna pass. We have plenty of tools. We don't really need hardwood tools, so we'll just go ahead and pass. Let's continue to check this out. I'm feeling like I need some cows up in here. We don't have any potatoes either, do we? No, no potatoes. We don't have butter, so we can't really make steak. Don't have turkeys. Wow, we're kind of slacking here. So here's a baked lobster. Now that would be cool. So where is butter even? So I'm assuming it's processing. We have meat feast here. Can process meat and other materials into various cuisines. Spirits, beer, roast turkey, cutlery. Where is the butcher shop? It's under bread shop. So we have to get the mill and then the bread shop and bakery. We also have meat feast available. We do have one tech point. We could grab it. I don't feel like we have enough of things to really take advantage of it yet. So I think I'm going to hold off on meat feast. And instead, I think we'll go ahead and grab the mill. But I don't think we're even growing oats or wheat anywhere. So we might need to change that up so that we can grind up those guys and make some flour or malt to make some other things. So I think let's go ahead and we'll grab the mill here. And let's see if we can maybe, well, we could change one of our farms for sure. And it is the time of year to do so. So it's November, so the season just ended. So instead of corn here, we can't grind up corn for like cornmeal. Cool. Okay, here's our oats and our wheat. So I don't think people will eat the wheat straight up. I think they'll have to process them, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. So we'll put rice, or we'll put wheat seeds in there, and let's go ahead and grab our mill. Oh, what is that area around it? That's different. Let's see. So this is a decent sized spot. Well, let's put it right here and see what that is. But we'll have to come back after it's built up, of course. What does this guy say? Luxury furniture factory. We had a good amount of furniture. We've been buying it. Let's put it up to 300. So they keep on going here. They have a little bit of leather. What we could also do is get the leatherware and fine leather and use that and make salted leather. Well, it's fine leather. It's basically salted leather. And then we'll have the luxury furniture as well. We can also get down into our agriculture and get to fishing, which I would like to do. So we were talking about getting fish nets. Let's see if we can go ahead and do that while we're waiting for our wheat. So I want to get the bread shop, but there's no point until we have the wheat to actually do so. So let's go ahead and find our reed fields. Okay, so here's our reed field. Let's go ahead and do our little toggly flash thing and see if it sticks out for us. And I'm not seeing it anywhere. We must not have. Oh, here they are. So we have 2 reed fields. That's good, but it's probably not going to be enough for us. So let's see if we can add in one more. Oh, that's so close to working right there. Can we rotate on this side of the world? Look at that. All right, so we can get one more. How many we got stocked up? 1,800? That's pretty good. So let's go ahead and go back up in here. Let's get to our processing. Agriculture, I said. We'll fish nets, but we are going to need something to process that at the knitting workshop. So we're going to have to find our knitting workshop. Let's go ahead and do processing. All right, so we have 2 knitting workshops right up one over here. We have one making rope and one making baskets. Let's go ahead and put another one in. I think what we'll do is we'll put 2 in if we can manage it. One making additional ropes and one making the fishing nets for us. The fishing nets are going to use up rope, so we want to be able to replace that. So we're going to go ahead and put that guy down there. Leave one space for a road. We'll plop that guy there. I feel like we're really utilizing like every little bit of this map. It's pretty great. Immigrants arrived, so we have to go deny those folks, unfortunately. Or do we want to? We're at 113. I mean, that's pretty good. I guess we really don't need that many more workers. So let's see. Where are those guys? There should be over here. Let's go ahead and check and refuse. Definitely at the point of the game now where we don't really need that many more workers. Our birth rate is great. We're having enough workers get born and growing up and going to school and all that other fun stuff. So we're doing really awesome. 1,500. Wow, we got a lot of clothing. Look at that. 5,000 clothing. That's awesome. And then let's go ahead and get our deep mines working again. Iron ore. And let's go with... What do we want on iron ore? Oh, plenty good. We'll do another one with coal here. Boop, boop. And there's 10. And then let's go ahead and do the same over here. We'll put them in here like so. Okay, do we have these yet? We have some. We're still waiting on those lanterns to arrive. Maybe I should have... I'm glad I got the 2,000 lanterns because I'm going to need to upgrade all these guys. And we can't do that without... so here is our Sankor Madrasa, whatever the heck that is. All the citizens can receive education here. Generation speed of tech points increased from nearby research institutes and academies by 50%. So we have a whole bunch of those guys around here. We can't upgrade these yet because we don't have them. But we should be getting tech points like crazy now. It's going up at a pretty great rate. So let's see. Why can't we upgrade those guys? We need to get into... Okay, so here it is. It took me a minute to find it. The Research Academy is under book. So we need to get this Institute, paper, and then book, and then we can Research Academy upgrade. And then we also have Printing Factory so that we can produce some books. So we absolutely could do that. We have not a whole ton of extra wood here, so something to consider. But let's go ahead and continue on our fishing path here. So here's our fish pond. Let's go ahead and we could grab that guy. We're working our way down to the fishing dock here, so let's go ahead and do that. I think in our next playthrough we are definitely going to use the large map. I would like a medium plus map. One in between the large and the medium would be ideal for me because this is pretty tight nowadays. Let's see. So we are going to go check on these guys up over here. Barbecue house is ready to go. Let's go ahead and set this to buffalo jerky. We have some buffalo right here. This should work out great. We'll go ahead and put a couple more workers in there. Same with the sausage over here. And what's your deal? Okay, you're just started, so you're good to go. Butchers are working hard. Excellent. That's great. We're down to 67 laborers all of a sudden. Now, maybe I'm thinking maybe I should have grabbed those immigrants that we just had, but it's a little late. But I think we did indeed get to level 5. We are level 5 with all the traders, which is great. It's always a fun thing to get to. And then we got rough food will be processed before consumption. The citizens no longer reduce health eating them. Super great thing to have. And then we can replace our with this guy over here with that new building. Where's this guy right here? The town hall with that building. But probably won't do that because of the size, basically. We could be able to get away with it if we could rearrange some of this stuff, but kind of happy with how that is in there. So I think I'm gonna leave it. We do have a good amount of bamboo happening. What's the stock like? 1,700. Oh, okay. That's pretty good. Okay, so we are producing paper here, which is great. Lots and lots of paper. 208. Okay, that's a decent amount. Can we upgrade this at all? Oh, yeah, we can. Let's go ahead and give them some healing. The reason why I want to do this is that if we can print books, we will be able to get even more tech points. I mean, I know we are getting really close to even completing all the techs, but I mean, we might as well go for it. It's here to check out, so we'll probably get into that. So our knitting workshop is ready to roll. Let's go ahead and pop a couple more workers in here, and we are going to be making rope out of reeds and flax. Wow, 20,000 flax. Let's go ahead and say yes to both. And then we can absolutely go into fishing nets here for rope, and then we also can make some baskets. So we are making baskets down south at one of the other ones here, this guy. So we are getting some baskets. It looks like we don't have a ton of them. I'm wondering if I can upgrade this at all. We don't have electrical furniture, so we can't. So it probably wouldn't hurt if we wanted to get some more baskets to build another one of these guys. And it's going to work out quite nicely for us to do that. And we'll go ahead and bring our obsidian road down right in here. All right, and then we will go ahead and make that into more baskets. Get lots of those guys coming in. Okay, we're still waiting on one more tech point. We're about halfway there. And then we can upgrade these guys. Let's see if we can upgrade them. We need books and we need building kits, okay? By now, our lantern should be here. 17 or 1970. So we're doing great. We have tons of lanterns now from the import. So let's go ahead and upgrade these. What this does is remodel the structure with lanterns to improve the lighting of working environment so miners and quarrymen can dig deeper, thus improve the work efficiency. So we have them. Let's upgrade them. And these infinite mines are great. They're kind of similar to our the luxury apartments that I really like to upgrade. They're not going anywhere, so they're going to be here for the rest of the game. So we might as well upgrade them, and that's kind of how I feel about these as well. You might as well put a puppy in it and a toilet in there, not only because it's dealing with more people, but because this isn't really going to move anywhere, and it's just a good service thing to have. Can we upgrade these guys at all? Or just look at that. We need some books. Okay, great. So that's working. We have our fish ponds. Oh, we don't have fish ponds yet. We could put some in, but we have our reed fields working and making us some fish nets and the ropes. And if we could go check out some fish ponds, plop a couple here and there. We're doing pretty great with food, so I won't have to go crazy on it. Let's just go ahead and do that. We'll go and find it. Oh, hi, how are you doing? Hi, good, and you? I'm visiting because we need some groceries and wonder if you can do me a favor. Next time, if you happen to run out of salt cooking at home, come ask me for some. We are the neighbors who would help each other. Support rope, sure. It's great to have friends like you. I'm going to be tinkering with the house with these materials. Okay, cool. Doesn't really, the sentences there don't really make a whole lot of sense, but they wanted rope and we gave them rope. So great. Custom Tailor. We can't really upgrade these either. Lots of things we need to get into here. So let's go ahead and check out our little area over here. Let's make sure that this is all working how we want it to. Okay, so remember we put wheat in here. Let's see what our stock is looking like. 519, pretty good. And this mill had this weird area around it, right? So let's see if this tells us anything about that area. You can grind wheat or oats into flour or malt, which can be used in bread shop and winery, with buff of grassland in the highlighted area. So there it is. So, and it gave us a little thingy doodler here. So something to consider now is the mills have that effect which they didn't have before when we played. So they get the grassland effect. So that's pretty good. We'll go ahead and get this happen. And we'll get our... Ooh, what do we want to get into? Ooh, tofu? Nice. We could do some... Let's just make some flour. We're going to make some bread, right? We aren't going to make malt. Malt is for drinks. Let's go for flour. Awesome. So that's great. And we have that. Now we can get into the bread workshop. So with our next point, let's go ahead and get the bread shop. We can also get the butter shop going. And I would also probably like to get some cows happy. So let's see. Let's do an order. We are going to need animals, and here's cow. So this cow is going to be the thing that gets you milk. I can also get you the meat, but if you get cattle and you're hoping to get milk, you're going to be disappointed because I was disappointed when I got cattle and I thought that I would have milk. So the cow, this guy is the one you want. So let's go ahead and plus one that guy. We'll go ahead and we'll pick that up and we'll order that. 22,000. They're quite expensive, but we'll go ahead and order it no matter what anyways. And then we have our pastures here. Oh, do we have corrals up north over here? These are all pastures. So I know that we do have horses. Aha, here is all of our corrals. I knew we had them somewhere around here. And we can't quite do anything there unless we get rid of this little thing that's popping out over here. So let's absolutely do that. I don't want to go too far over because you can, I can mark this and take this out. What it does is what it did when I did it the one time by accident is your mines just kind of float there. It's very, very possible that they could have changed that. So if you get rid of the mountain, you also get rid of your mines. And I really don't want to find out. No, maybe I don't want to find out on this mountain, but whoa, hey there, tree. I will transplant you. Oh, the delivery ship has delivered our goods. There's our little cow guy right there. Maybe I should have ordered more than one because then we'd be ready to go for cows right away. I'm going to prioritize this so we get that built up more quickly. Going to be great. And we'll have that happening. And then we want to get into, we got our tech point. So let's go over here and get our processing into the bread shop. We got the bread shop, butter shop. Let's go ahead and grab those guys. And then we're going to process. Let's find the butter shop. Here it is. And we'll put that close by over here. So then we'll go so far. And we'll plop that guy down right so. And then our bread shop, let's go ahead and bring this over here, can process flour and sugar or butter or jam into bread. So there's a lot of things there that it can do. Let's go ahead and get this guy placed. Can't put it there. Let's put it on this side of the world. Okay. Let's check. Let's make more than one. We can maybe check out more than one recipe too. So since we have sugar going on over here, this isn't that far to bring the goods, sugary goods. So we can maybe take advantage of more than one thing with that bread shops down there. Upgrade our warehouses here because why not? Tea shop's making us coffee. Awesome. Let's go ahead and put in the worker in there. Ooh, we are running really low on labor. See, I was just saying, oh, we're blah, blah, doing so great on workers. And all of a sudden we're down to less than 20. So not great. Oh, our wineries are good to go. Excellent. I forget that I upgraded those guys. So let's plop 2 workers in there. And then our curing workshop is processing meat chops into salted meats. It looks like they've made about 100. So it's coming along pretty good. And then over here, we got our other knitting workshop completed. Let's go ahead and get some baskets happening. A couple extra baskets. And I'm probably going to grab some immigrants the next time they come along here. I'm not sure what we're doing for housing. It looks like we're doing pretty great for housing. There's nothing over here that says otherwise. So we have that figured out pretty well. And that is definitely going to be in part because of all these luxury apartments we put in there. They just house so many people. And what in tarnation is this road situation we got going on here? Let's clean that up just a smidge there. It looks awful. And then we could even like terraform this just a smidge. Like take out some of this. It gives us just a little bit more wiggle room. See, yeah, it looks dumb. It looks dumb when it gets all messed up like that. Let's go find a mountain. Let's see if they've updated this yet. So we'll just go ahead and terraform, and I think this is going to float the mountains. We'll see right here. We're gonna go ahead and just select the one. Yeah. Okay. So it hasn't changed yet. So we could take out the mountains and have floating mines like this, but I think that looks kind of silly. Yeah, I don't really want to do that. So I wanted to test it out, and we know now that they don't collapse. It's not a terrible disaster yet. They can absolutely change it at any time. So keep that in mind. But for right now, we can take out some of the rock, and build around it. So we might have to do that in a little other places, like something like this. Kind of bring it in a little bit so that we have just a smidge more build space. Since we're going so crazy with all of our building all over the place here. Let's go ahead. I think I heard our things completed here. Our corral good to go. Let's go ahead and grab our cow. There it is. So we'll give it our cow, and they will bring the cow up over in here. And then once we get to that point, we can maybe even duplicate it and have 2 cows happening right here, which would be pretty great. Ooh, our outdoor kitchen. We're making some tacos. We have tons of corn, tons and tons of corn. Super great. And only 9 laborers. Oh boy, we're definitely gonna grab those immigrants. We'll have to wait for some milk to happen here, and we'll have to wait for the butter shop to get built up. But I think we'll do all that on the next episode. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Settlement Survival. Have a fantastic and amazing rest of your evening, day, or night, and I will see you on the next